5 places you should never visit alone. Real stories. Imagine walking into a forest alone at midnight. The trees creak. Something watches. These 5 places, they don't just scare you, they keep you. Number 5. Aokigahara, Japan, the suicide forest. Bodies vanish faster than search teams can find them. Locals say the trees whisper your name until you answer. Nestled at the base of Mount Fuji, this dense sea of trees, Aokigahara Jukai, looks peaceful from afar. Lush green, volcanic soil, almost no wind or bird song. But step inside and the silence becomes oppressive. The ground is uneven. Twisted roots grab at your feet, and compasses spin wildly because of the iron-rich lava beneath. For centuries, Japanese folklore spoke of yurei, restless spirits trapped by unfinished business or deep sorrow. Legends say the forest's magnetic forces pull lost souls in, and some elders once abandoned the elderly here during famines, believing the trees would take them quietly. Visitors describe an unnatural quiet broken only by whispers, your own name carried on the wind. Some say the yurei mimic loved ones' voices to lure you deeper, and those caves scatter throughout, dark openings where people disappear forever, drawn by an invisible pull. If you ever hear your name called from the shadows, don't answer. Keep walking or don't walk at all. Number 4. The Island of the Dolls, Mexico. Hundreds of rotting dolls hang from branches left by a man who drowned his daughter. They still move at night. Deep in the ancient canals of Xochimilco, remnants of Aztec floating gardens, lies a tiny man-made island known as La Isla de las Muñecas. In the 1950s, a recluse named Don Julian Santana Barrera fled society to live here alone. One day, he claimed to find the body of a young girl drowned in the murky water nearby. Soon after, a doll floated past. Convinced her spirit haunted him, demanding her toy, he hung the doll in a tree to appease her. But one wasn't enough. Night after night, he heard her cries, "I want my doll." So he scavenged more from trash, canals, markets. Over 50 years, he collected thousands, broken, headless, eyeless, decaying in the humid air. Locals whispered the dolls were possessed by the girl's restless soul. Visitors today report hearing giggles or whispers from the figures, seeing eyes follow them, or limbs twitching when no wind blows. Don Julian himself drowned in 2001, in the exact spot he said the girl died, fueling rumors her spirit finally claimed him. The island is now a dark tourism spot. Tour boats pass, people leave new dolls as tributes. But at night, when the canals are still, some swear the dolls sway on their own, watching, waiting for the next soul to join their collection. If you ever visit, don't turn your back on them. They remember. Number 3. Poveglia, Italy, the plague island, thousands buried alive. Fishermen pull up bones in their nets and hear screams underwater. In the Venetian lagoon, this small, forbidden island has a body count that chills the blood. During the Black Death outbreaks, starting in the 1500s and raging into the 1700s, Poveglia became a lazzaretto, a quarantine hell where ships dumped the sick. Anyone showing the slightest symptom was dragged here. No trial, no mercy. Thousands arrived, many healthy but doomed to catch it anyway. Bodies piled so high they burned them in massive pyres, ashes mixed with the soil. Some say half the ground is human remains. Over 160,000 deaths estimated, many buried alive in panic. Later, it housed a mental asylum where a sadistic doctor reportedly experimented experimented, drilling skulls, lobotomies, until patients overpowered him, throwing him from the bell tower, now a crumbling lighthouse. Fishermen avoid the shores. Their nets snag charred bones. Visitors with rare permits report agonized screams from the water, shadowy figures in ruins, coughing echoes in empty buildings. Locals call it cursed. Ghosts of plague victims and tortured patients still roam, restless and vengeful. Step on Poveglia and you might never leave. The island remembers every scream.
Number 2. The Catacombs of Paris. Miles of skulls. One tunnel leads nowhere except to the ones who never came back. Beneath the City of Light lies an empire of the dead. Over 300 kilometers of tunnel holding the bones of more than 6 million people. In the late 1700s, overflowing cemeteries caused sinkholes and disease. So workers moved remains underground at night, stacking femurs and skulls into eerie walls. But the official ossuary is just the tourist part. The illegal catacombs explored by cataphiles stretch endlessly, unmapped, flooded, collapsing. People get lost for days, some forever. One famous case. Philibert Espert, a hospital doorman in 1793, wandered in drunk and never returned. His skeleton was found 11 years later, keys still in hand, just meters from an exit. He'd been circling in darkness. Modern stories include a 1990s camcorder found deep inside. Footage of a man panicking, running out of breath and light, screaming for help before the tape cuts. He was never identified. Teens have been rescued after days trapped, hypothermic and hallucinating. Whispers echo footsteps that aren't yours, distant cries. Some say the dead resent intruders disturbing their rest. If you hear breathing behind you in the dark, run. The catacombs don't let everyone out. And number 1? Snake Island, Brazil. Ilha de Queimada Grande, the island of the Great Fire. A tiny jagged rock just 30 kilometers off Sao Paulo's coast, sealed off by the Brazilian Navy. No tourists, no visitors, no exceptions, except rare scientists with armed guards and anti-venom on standby. Why? Because this 106-acre hell is home to 2,000 to 4,000 golden lancehead vipers, one of the deadliest snakes on the planet, and they're everywhere. Estimates say up to 1 snake per square meter. You can't take a single step without risking a bite. These aren't ordinary vipers. Evolved in total isolation after rising seas cut the island off from the mainland thousands of years ago, the golden lanceheads adapted to hunt migratory birds mid-flight. Their venom is up to 5 times more potent than mainland lanceheads, fast-acting neurotoxins that cause kidney failure, brain hemorrhaging, intestinal bleeding, and flesh-dissolving necrosis. One bite can kill a human in under an hour, melting tissue from the inside out. No documented human deaths on record. But that's only because almost no one has ever survived long enough to tell the tale. Local legends fill the gaps with horror. One says pirates once hid treasure here and released snakes to guard it, feed the guardians, or become their meal. Another tells of a fisherman who beached his boat for bananas, only to be found days later adrift in a pool of his own blood, body swollen and black from multiple bites. The most terrifying? The last lighthouse keepers in the early 1900s. A family lived there to tend the light, until one night, snakes slithered through open windows, overwhelming them. They tried to flee to their boat, but branches overhead rained bites. Their bodies were found scattered across the island, victims of a silent, coordinated attack. The lighthouse is automated now, but Navy technicians still check it. Always in groups, always careful. Today, the island remains a forbidden paradise. Critically endangered snakes. And if you've ever been somewhere that felt wrong, share your story. I read every comment. If these nightmares hit the spot, smash that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications. More forbidden places, dark secrets, and true horrors drop soon. Until next time, stay out of the shadows. You never know what's watching back.